Accucare Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine in Brick, New Jersey offers a state-of-the-art facility with all the best and current treatments. With athletic trainers, massage therapists, and doctors of physical therapy, Accucare has everything you need to stay healthy and perform at the highest level. Cupping, stretching, laser therapy, compression boots, and a full-body cryo chamber are just some of what you can expect at Accucare. Check out their website and social media links in my bio. No prescription is needed to see them. So call them today and start feeling and performing at your best. Again, thank you to Accucare for sponsoring the Shore Football Report. Welcome to the Accucare preseason 2022 All Shore Football Team show presented by the Shore Football Report. Before we get into the All Shore teams, I want to thank personally Accucare, Pam Anthony, and her outstanding staff. They've been great with the Shore Football Report throughout the last couple months. Incredible people. I highly recommend that you go there and visit their great facilities. Pam Anthony is the owner and founder of Accucare, and she's a huge fan of Shore Conference football, Shore Conference athletes, and even more, the Shore Football Report. She's a huge fan of me. Yes, she is. Very impressed with them and their staff. Located in Brick, New Jersey, 88 East. Phone number, remember this, and her contact information is going to be all on here throughout the whole show. 732-785-5500. You better have that in your speed dial. All right, I'm going to be double checking that stuff. All right, all you athletes have to understand that Accucare is working around the clock. Around the clock. They are currently working with all these athletes all the time. Recovery, rehabilitation. You know as well as I do, all right, that you need to get your body ready for the season. You have those aches and pains and your body might be misaligned. Go to Accucare, get ready to perform at the highest level there. Go after your practice, go before practice, go after a game, go before a game. Utilize Accucare, who's located right in the middle of Ocean Monmouth County. It's the ideal situation for everybody to get to. They're not too far away for anybody in the Shore Conference to go there. Guys, we all have hamstring injuries, back, shoulder, ankles, and I'm talking as an athlete, as a coach, is that I hear it all the time, what's sore and all that. And us coaches, we're always uneasy when our athletes aren't feeling 100%. And you guys know that you're never 100% after first practice. So get your body in shape, get it ready to perform at the highest level. So there's no excuses, and therefore you can do the best you can for not only yourself, but for your team and your program and your school. Check out Accucare's contact information. That's all over this talk show. Now, you want to win a state championship, you want to win your division championships, one of the first things you should do is go visit Accucare and get your body ready to get all those goals intact. Do you understand that? Go to Accucare, visit them, and make sure you tell them the Shore Football Report sent you. You understand that? Win on and off the field. Accucare is a winner. I'm so proud to be associated with them. Thank you very much, Accucare. Now, are you ready for the All Shore Football Team presentation? Let's get after it. Here's the Accucare 2022 preseason All Shore Football Team, first team offense, a lot of talent. Let's get right into it, and let's talk briefly about each one. Quarterback, 6'1", 195, 2023 from Ocean Township, Tyler Douglas. Tyler Douglas is a Temple commit. He ran for 815 yards, threw for 881 yards and 9 touchdowns. He accumulated 1,696 total yards of offense. On defense, he had 64 tackles, 3 interceptions. He's a big, strong, athletic kid. His presence on the field is definitely a scary thing for the opponents, and he is a big-time dual threat quarterback. The other quarterback is a 6'1", 210, 2024 from Tom Driven North, Micah Ford. Micah led his team to the state Group 5 championship game, ran for 1,422 yards, threw for 913, combined 23 touchdowns, 2,335 yards. On defense, he had 82 tackles and interception. The unique thing about him was he never played quarterback before. Coach Oz inserted him at quarterback, and he used his skills where you had to definitely stop him in a run, but he was good enough to throw the football where you had to make sure that the defense had to respect both aspects, and did a tremendous job, and is one of the most explosive football players in the state of New Jersey. The next quarterback is a pocket quarterback. He's 6'2", 185. He's a 2023 kid from Manasquan, Brett Patton. Brett Patton threw for 1,592 yards, and he had 25 touchdown passes in the RPO offense, which was a new offense that was installed this year by Coach Price. Did a great job. He's got so much poise when he's back in the pocket, and he will be picking teams apart with his accuracy, which he has. The next quarterback is a 6'1", 170, 2024 from Brick Memorial, Connor Dietz. Connor led the whole Shore Conference with 2,445 yards and 25 touchdowns combined offense. He also had 2 touchdown catches at quarterback. He had 120 points total. Connor is a dual threat, can run and pass, as you just heard. Just a very smart quarterback, looks very good in the scrimmages, and is bound to have a very, very big season. Running back, 2023, 5'9", 185 from Central, Chase Gumbert. Chase ran for a shore-leading 1,825 yards and 25 touchdowns. He had 156 points, and just a hard runner in between the tackles, which he also was able to run on the perimeter too. A small kid, a very powerful runner. Great leg drive, separating speed. He showed in his film. Chase Gumbert is bound to have a huge season, which will be tops in the state. The other running back is a Raritan kid, a 2023, 5'11", 200, Kieran Falzone. Kieran led his team to a state Group 2 appearance, state championship appearance. They lost in that championship game. He ran for 1,512 yards, 23 touchdowns, which was third in the Shore Conference. Had 144 points. Runs the veer, runs the midline really well. Can also run routes and catch the ball with his ability, and they'll be showcasing that this year. Now the receivers. Very unique thing about the receivers is they all are committed or all have offers. So let's get right into it. At receiver, 2023 from Red Bank Catholic, Najir Rahman, a 5'11 and a half, 190-pound football player, committed to Brown, 32 catches for 520 yards, 5 touchdowns, helped lead Red Bank Catholic to the non-public B state championship, and looks great in the scrimmages. The other wide receiver, 2024 from Red Bank Catholic, Emmanuel Ross, 6'2", 190, has 8 offers, and he's really jumped out on the recruiting charts. He did real well in his workouts. He's a real fast wide receiver. He has 8+ offers as we speak, top-level football programs too, and is looking very explosive in 7-on-7s and the scrimmages. Emmanuel Ross is going to be an elite recruit this year nationally. Wide receiver, 2025 from Donovan Catholic, a 6'1", 180, Michael Thomas III. Yes, he's only a sophomore, but he's got 3 offers. One of them's to Penn State. Just a real fast wide receiver, clocked at a 4.4 at a college camp, Just such a big upside he does. Wherever he's at, he can score a touchdown. Big time threat. Looked good in 7-on-7s and the scrimmages, and he's going to be a big threat for Donovan Catholic in their quest for a state championship. Wide receiver, the last one we have is from Tom Drivenor's Tariq Council, a 6'3", 180-pound junior, 2024, who has 2 offers. He had 19 catches for 415 yards and 5 touchdowns, and him and Micah Ford are going to be one of the top threats of quarterback wide receivers out there. Tight end, Howell, 2023, Damian Padilla, 6'4", 230. Good-looking athlete that can run, that can block. He's got great route skills. Seen him in our showcase over the summer. Had 18 catches for 261 yards and 5 touchdowns. When Howell's inside the 20, that's where it increases his value. Damian can catch the ball, a jump ball. He's a basketball player, tremendous athlete, and has a high ceiling for college recruiting. Now the linemen. We have O-lineman 2023 from Point Borough, Cole Skinner, 6'5", 300 pounds, a Temple commit, a road grader, just an excellent football player to help lead Point Borough to the South Jersey Group 2 state championship and with high expectations this season. Why? Because he's back. The other O-lineman, a 2025 from Tom Driven North, Jalen Matthews, 6'7", 296, has over 12 plus offers. I don't want to give you the number of how many offers because I wake up every day, I feel like I get a message that he got another offer. He's the number 1 recruit in the 2025 class in New Jersey by many outlets out there. And he plays offense and defense, looks really good, and he's got a frame that he could put more weight on. He is a big time recruit. When? Now. Now he is. Another O-lineman, 2024 from Red Bank Catholic, Tyler Burnham. He is 6'5", 290, and Tyler right now has 7 offers from his offensive tackle position. Just looks the part. He just looks like a big Division I football player, and you know what? He is. He helped lead Red Bank Catholic to the non-public B state championship as a sophomore. And not a bad thing going on with Red Bank Catholic. They're very excited about the run game. Why? Because Tyler's back. Another O-lineman from Matawan, 2023, Nick Windsor, 6'5", 276, and he's a commit to Columbia. A guy who came on the charts in the offseason, in the spring, and was able to validate it with offers and commit to Columbia. Nick is just a surprise guy who just gotten better and better. And now he's not a surprise. He's on the first team All-Sure offense for preseason. Well-deserved for that. Tremendous athlete. Can dunk a basketball. And with his size and his athletic ability, Coach Graber is very excited. Now, another Red Bank Catholic O-lineman, a 2024 kid, Lorenzo Portella, 6'2", 275 at guard. With him and Tyler together, I would feel pretty good too. Lorenzo plays offense and defense. He just owns the trenches. Could be arguably the best lineman in the short conference. He's only a junior. Has a great resume already. Won the non-public B state championship last year as a sophomore. And exciting things are ahead of him with that. O-lineman 2024 from Ocean, Nick Caruso, 6'2", 280-pound center. And I like him because college coaches are telling me about this guy. He's like a war daddy in there. I mean, a center with athletic ability and strength. He is physical, just a very physical football player. Started last year as a sophomore for Coach Klein and did a great job. And now the expectations are even higher when he's snapping the ball to Tyler Douglas, that Division I commit. Not bad for Klein having a center and quarterback both on this team right here. And the last O-lineman, 2023 from Middletown South, Thomas White, a 6'4", 280-pound lineman who is a road grader, physical, great feet, finished off his blocks, and you know that a long line of great linemen from Middletown South, Thomas White, add him to that elusive club right there. Physical football player, team leader, the whole 9 yards. Thomas White is on this team. And the kicker from Manalapan, a 2023 Michael Colton, 6'3", 185. He booms him. He booms him 70 yards on kickoffs. He had 5 field goals last year, but went to a national kicking camp and finished as a national rated recruit. I think he's 15th rated in the country at kicking. Fantastic. The loft on his kicks and the distance is incredible. He is by far not only the best in the shore or the state, but also in the country is kicker, Michael Colton. Here is our preseason all-shore football team, first team offense. Here's the Accucare 2022 preseason all-shore football team, first team defense. Are you ready? Let's go. Defensive lineman 2023, 6'5", 270 from Middletown North, Jack Lopez, a Harvard commit, 63 tackles, 3 sacks, 20 hurries, 2 forced fumbles. He is active on offense and defense, just a tremendous football player and a great kid on and off the field. Player of the year in his division last year, just a very imposing defensive lineman, offensive lineman, one of the best out there, Jake Lopez. Defensive lineman 2023 from Neptune, DeAndre Banks, 6'2", 240. You're going to see him this year standing up, and he'll be a linebacker this year, also mixing in at DN and D tackle. Just a very good athlete, physical, clothing speed is very impressive. If you watch his huddle, and at 6'2", 240, he's going to be a recruitable kid at various positions. D lineman 2023 from Red Bank Catholic, 6'1", 230, Aiden Donahue. Aiden is a player who played D tackle last year, led his team to a non-public B state championship, a tough physical football player. Now he's going to show his athletic ability and shows his versatility playing inside and out. But he's going to be playing DN this year, and he'll be a force. He'll be tough to kick out on power. So he's definitely one of those bookends that Coach Lang is very excited to have on defense. Defensive lineman, 6'2", 235, a 2023 from Ocean, Shane Garrett. Him too is very, very versatile. Shane is recruited as a tight end, a DN, and D tackle. All the above. Tremendous athlete. Not too many D tackles are going to be running pass routes, but you're going to see it at Ocean with Shane Garrett. I don't know where he's going to go, at what position, but I do know he's a multi-talented football player that has a lot of opportunities to be going many places at many positions. Shane Garrett is one of the best out there. D lineman, 2024 from Donovan Catholic, Zaire Day, 6'2" and a half. I'm going to give him 6'3" and 250. Zaire Day is like my Lawrence Taylor of the short conference. He's going to be playing the edge, playing outside linebacker. He's also a DN, but he's on here as a DN. But he's coming off the edge. Big, physical, imposing football player coming off the edge, wrecking havoc, and athletic enough to play in space. Very unique style of play he has, but with his athletic body, he is definitely a big time recruit going to be by the end of the season. Zaire Day at 6'3", 250. The other D lineman, 2023 from Point Borough, Connor Reynolds, a 5'11", 230-pound kid who had a great season, led his team to the South Jersey Group 2 state sectional championship. And a lot of expectations are high. Why? Because Connor's back and he's got a motor. When you hear Connor Reynolds, I think a motor. He's always going, 100 miles an hour, very physical, very intense, and very has a lot of energy 24/7. That's what separates him. A little small with 5'11", 230, but he's strong and very aggressive. And he's going to have a big season in that 3-3 stack defense for Coach Staub. Defensive lineman 2023 from Manalapan, 6'1", 230, Artem Renokov Joke. He plays D tackle. The thing I like about him is his first step. He is a big, strong kid that beats the center and the guards to the double team and wreaks havoc in the second level. I mean, he's great with the pass rush. Also very good in the defensive run, but I like his quick off the ball and making his presence on the other side of the ball. Artem is a stud at doing that. Now our linebackers. We got some good ones. starting with the linebacker from Donovan Catholic, 2023, Dante Veneri, 6'2", 210. Dante had 132 tackles, 2 sacks, but what was very, very impressive was his 5 interceptions, 4 for touchdowns. He's a bull in the middle, and he can play finesse and pick the ball off and turn it back the other way. 4 touchdowns, like I said. That was no mistake. 5 interceptions, 4 for touchdowns. Dante is a very impressive linebacker, and he's going to make some colleges very, very happy real soon. The other linebacker from Red Bank Catholic, a 2024 kid, Davin Bruton, 6'1", 225. What does he have on his resume? Starting linebacker last year. He started as a sophomore, won the non-public B state championship for Red Bank Catholic. And here he is with over 120 plus tackles and just a bull. He's like my Ray Lewis of the short conference, a physical presence. I love how aggressive he is. And boy, oh boy, he makes it known where he's at. And there's no doubt why Red Bank Catholic won a state championship last year and are also favorite this year to repeat because they got a guy in the middle like him, Davin Bruton, coming back. The next linebacker, 2023 from Tom Driven North, Ty Bolin, 6', 220. I like Ty because he's one of those steady, consistent linebackers that is just physical. He's physical and athletic. And I'm saying those words a lot about these guys because they all are. Ty could play inside, he could play outside, and he's physical against the run. Led Tom Driven North to the Group 5 South Jersey State Championship game, and they have everybody back basically. And Ty is looking really good in the scrimmages and is bound to have another big season right there. Linebacker, 2024 from Middletown South, Colin Gallagher, 6', 210. Coach Antonucci told me last year, watch for this kid. This kid's going to be one of the better ones that he's ever coached. Well, he didn't lie to me at all. Had a great season as a sophomore. Was first team All Shore. He led the Shore in 12 sacks. He had 83 tackles, 19 hits behind the line of scrimmage, and a pass breakup and 3 interceptions. He is a relentless ball hawk. When the quarterback drops back, he's there. They drop back. He actually drops back. He can deflect the ball, do all that. He knows where to get the football. His closing speed is second to none. It really is. Tom Driven North linebacker 2023, Ty Kazanowski, 6'3", 225. He could have been a tight end on this team. I liked him at linebacker. I like his size. I like him being 6'3", 225 as a linebacker. I really, really do. He had 84 tackles, 5 sacks, 13 hits behind the line of scrimmage, and an impressive 32 quarterback hurries. Yes, 32. With his size, with his speed, with those hurries, there's no reason why Tom Driven North can't get to that state championship game and this time win it with Ty Kazanowski. The last linebacker from 2023, Christian Buchanan, a St. John Vianney's football player that's 5'10", 210. Christian is a bull, a tough football player. He's tough. He's playing the fullback, which is their feature back for St. John Vianney this year. He's going to be playing both sides of the ball. He just only knows how to play one speed, and that's full speed, going hard and making sure that he's physical and makes it known that you know where he's at every single play. There's no doubt. Christian Buchanan is a physical football player, and St. John Vianney's lucky to have him. Now the DBs. We have at DB 2023 Red Bank Catholic, Sabino Portella, 5'11", 185. You know him as a running back. Let's just throw the running back stats out. 845 yards, 11 touchdowns. On defense, he had 2 interceptions, 68 tackles, 3 hits behind the line of scrimmage, and 2 pass blocks. More importantly, he won a state championship. Non-public B, state champion, Sabino Portella. He was the MVP of the short conference last year, and rightfully so. He's an outstanding wrestler, just an outstanding athlete, committed to UNC for wrestling. So he's going to be relaxed and focused on football, which is a scary thing for the opponents. It really is. DB 2024 from Tom Driven North, Jeremiah Pruitt, 6'1", 190. I really like this kid as a junior. I mean, he did everything for Coach Oz last year. He receiving, DB, rushing. I like him as a guy that's a playmaker on defense. You throw the ball in his way, I mean, he's going to vacuum it and take it to the house. Don't be surprised if Jeremiah Pruitt this year has a couple defensive touchdowns or also special team touchdowns. He's a game changer. One of the best out there, really is, and he's only a junior, and he will have multiple offers, I believe, by the spring season this year. Defensive back 2023 from Long Branch, Shamar Williams, 6'1", 180. Can you say ball hawk? 5 interceptions, three for touchdowns, 45 tackles, 13 hits behind the line of scrimmage, 1 sack, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 block kicks. He also was a receiver and had 15 catches for 198 yards. I like him. He's an intimidating presence. Reminds me of Revis Island for the New York Jets. You remember that? Well, Williams Island, that too. Fantastic football player in space, and he's got a great reputation on the 7-on-7 tour. He is a good football player, ball hawk. You do not want to throw it his way because something bad's going to happen for the other team. The other DB, a 2023 from Long Branch, Saku Kamu, 6'1", 180. When you talk about Saku Kamu to players or people at Long Branch, he may be their best player at Long Branch. And that says a lot with all their ads. As a running back, he had 782 yards, 6 touchdowns. On defense, he's always there where he's supposed to be. He's physical. He's directing the guys, where to line up. He's very quiet off the field, but on the field, you wouldn't notice that because he's definitely a vocal leader on the field. Very unique. Quiet off the field, talkative on the field, and he's a baller. He is a baller, and he has got he's going to win. He wants to win a state championship. And I think by the way his work ethic is and his athletic ability with the guys around him, I think they can do it. I really think they can do it. Defensive back 2023 from Rumson, Bu Kemmler, 5'11", 175. He was an all-division guy last year, too. 3 interceptions, 56 tackles, 2 fumble recoveries, and a forced fumble, playing for Rumson's stingy defense. One of the best defensive reputations out there, year in, year out. Well, they have a kid back. Bu Kemmler is back, and he's one of the better players in the Shore Conference. And then return specialist from Manasquan, Jameer Howard, 6'1", 185. He's a 2023 kid. I love him at receiver / running back, but I even love him more as a return specialist. Just put him anywhere, and he can turn a game around. You're going to see him on the player position rankings as a running back, but here I want him as a return specialist, and he embraces it. He reminds me of Rocket Ishmael from Notre Dame years ago. I know I'm showing my age, but look it up. Rocket Ishmael from Notre Dame. That's who Jameer Howard reminds me of. But he's bigger. He's 6'1", 185. Big kid. Great hands, great feet, and great burst. He really does it. Do not want to kick it to Jameer Howard from Manasquan, our return specialist. Well, I just mentioned our first team, offense and defense all sure for the preseason. I hope you enjoy it and watch the rest of our show of second to sixth team. So we got second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth team all for you. A lot of great names out there, a lot of names that were off it. Guys, does not mean that you will not make this at the end of the year. Just a lot of great football players in the Shore Conference. Very proud to be covering it and excited. I got to be on my A game because 1 week next to the next week, guys are jumping over each other in terms of getting in rankings and getting a name out for themselves. There's a lot of competition for the final All-Shore All-Star team. I guarantee you with that. I hope you enjoy it. All right. And I'll talk to you soon.